every year you look always so
Oh,
cute.
come
I
on.
watch your celebration.
Oh, had so much fun.
Hey, you two, what are you up to?
Hey, Isaac. Oh, well, we're just talking about last year and what we got up to.
Did you see the segment where I was that merman?
What? Mermaid? You did?
Why am I not surprised?
Ambassadors to the ocean. You talk a lot about your mermaids and now mermen being role models. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they should act as role models actually all the time. They should live their own lives like this. For example, to stop using plastic bags, yeah, because there's a plastic patch in the Pacific Ocean that has twice the size of Texas already. And about 1 million seabirds, 100,000 sea mermaids and uncountable fishes die every year because of plastic. So if just one person stops using plastic bags, it's around 300 plastic bags less per year already that can get into the ocean environment. On the other side, I want them to educate the people. If they're on events or whatever, kids' birthday parties, they should try to use this time to give tips to educate the people.
Now, also, one of the things, I think, do you get a lot of criticism for this and they're just thinking it is just pretty girls and one dude in tails versus, I mean, what you guys are really doing here?
So yeah, the funny thing is when I tell people I'm a professional mermaid, some of them are just smiling or looking down at me and think like, so what do you think, you're like Barbie or something? And then, yeah, but when I start telling them about what I really do, that I can swim 20-meter steps on a single breath, that I can hold my breath for over 3 minutes, they actually, yeah, stop talking and laughing and start listening. And
Right.
then they are really fascinated about the things I'm doing. I'm not just teaching mermaid workshops, swimming on events. I also swim in the ocean with amazing creatures like whale sharks, manta rays, all kind of stuff, and I just love it.
Well, I'm excited to become part of it. Why don't we go for a swim?
Yeah, let's go.
You know, highlight for me last year, I did very good thing. I met the celebrity Thai chef, Sumayu. You know her?
Yeah, I've read her book.
Oh,
You know her?
yeah, I do. I've seen her pictures actually. Oh,
You
yummy.
know? How was it? Let's take a look.
With them, maybe some water before the Chinese brought in this spice. These herbal sauces seem to do the trick of what Thai food and Thai, which is to have a black. We were curious about things that came from the foreign land, and we incorporate that in our cooking, step by step by step by step. By the time, I think, when Thai food became what it is today, or what it was when you and I grew up in our family, came originally from Ayutthaya all the way to King Chulalongkorn, which is in the 1800s. This is when Thai food really hit its renaissance to become what many of us remember and wish Thai food would be that way always. If you read the original recipes from 150 years ago, from the time of King Chulalongkorn, no mention of sugar was ever in the Gang Kheo Wan.
I guess it's balanced and it come from the
Yes.
coconut milk itself
Yes,
as well.
yes, and also we were talking about the little baby eggplant, you know, mะเขือพรวง, right?
The green
You-
little ones.
Right. If you make Gang Kheo Wan and you don't put that in there, it's not Gang Kheo Wan.
Not real, not a real one.
Exactly. And the reason being it's because the old people believed that the richness of the coconut has to be balanced with something astringent. And so the eggplant was added in there. So I think that the authenticity really moves with the time. But you and I understand exactly what you're talking about. You know, we wanted to eat what we grew up with.
Of course.
You know,
like
and
get
it's
used to it,
yeah,
because
and it's really, really hard to find nowadays unless you go out into some village or when you cook at home. You know, it's the only way you could do this, because the taste of the people have changed and because people don't cook as much anymore. When you don't cook, you don't know what goes inside in this thing.
Right.
You don't know what it's
didn't
supposed
prepare in the
to
beginning,
smell like.
right?
Right, exactly. Good. All right. Ready? Bring it next to you. Be comfortable, like your good friends. Hold on. Does it feel good? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Think of good music as you pound. Fortune into this pounding, pounding, pounding. I think I would like Thai people to go back in the kitchen and cook. I really do.
I go back to mixture the ingredients
yes, and
to
be
make
proud
true taste,
and
or
be
proud.
proud of your heritage.
and I get
because-
the taste I want.
Yes, and it keeps you in good health.
Thank
It
you
really
very
does.
much for the big tips of today and very beautiful Thai cooking class.
Thank you ค่ะ
Thank you
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดี
Well, definitely for me, highlight 2014 was being one of our first TV presenters to catch a train in Phuket.
I have seen you like a miniature doll.
I know, I was small. Here we are in the wilds of Rawai. Why? Because my producer said I was going to catch a train. So what do? I get all dressed up in my trainee outfit. But I'm looking around thinking, I don't see any trains.
Tara, catch.
Seriously?
Come, I'm gonna take that before you break it. Let me show you some real trains.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh my, oh wow, Robert, look at all of this. What? All right, I get it. I don't feel so silly now, dressing all up as I did. Robert, this really is incredible. How did you get this started?
Well, it started when I was extremely young, about 5 years of age. My mother decided to, and my father decided to buy a small little railroad for myself. My father had been collecting since he was a young boy, but because of the value of this, he decided that better to start with something like a Woolworths brand or a Walmart brand train first. So literally, it started with this little guy here.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, oh yeah, go ahead. And I played with that for a few years, and when my parents saw that I was responsible enough, they upgraded me to this. Well, not quite this, but
Yeah, that's a big step.
it was, yeah, he kind of passed on his railroad to me. What I'm hoping is that my daughter actually takes to this hobby. I'm really
Now, your
gonna encourage
daughter's
her.
10 months
Correct.
old now. Is she being allowed past that door?
Oh, regularly.
Has she been allowed to touch anything? Because I could imagine train to mouth would be pretty much what the situation is.
That's
a bit
what
of
it is right now. It's more
teething material.
It's more sit on Dad's lap and watch everything kind of go by.
So she's enjoying it.
She's enjoying it. Well, and Daddy, being the good daddy that I am, I'm following in the tradition of my grandmother. I've already bought her own locomotive.
Oh,
She has her own locomotive. So when she's a little bit old enough, she's a little older,
yeah.
you know, a little bit more responsible, here you go.
And that's the only one she's allowed to touch until
For
she's
now, it'll be the
how
one
old?
well, you know, we'll see. I mean, I took to it at about 7 years of age, 7, 8
Right.
years of age. So I'll say, well, if you do it at 5, you're more than welcome. But I'm hoping that she takes to it. I really do. Because
Wow.
it's, like I say, it's the only hobby you can take from her youth, you know, right to retirement.
Love it. Well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this.
If you get a chance, I mean, you can follow me. I've got my own little Facebook page, little group called Model Railroad Thailand.
Model Railroad Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
Wow, what an amazing time we had today here with Rob. And thanks to Rob, I get to be the very first TV presenter to catch a train in Phuket.